There is an emphasis on the youth vote this week at the RNC. Florida GOP leaders and delegates are telling me they primarily attribute this shift to the higher costs of living and also a desire to hear from a wave of younger leadership. The Democratic Party appears to be losing its hold on a historically loyal group, young voters. Recent CNN polling shows President Biden trailing far behind President Trump at 40% compared to Trump's 51% among voters under 35. Similar results on Gallup and Siena polls underscore this trend. 28-year-old Republican Party delegate Ray Anthony says the cost of living is driving young voters like himself to lean right.
Well, it's the economy, right? People are graduating college campuses. They want to make sure that they can afford their student loans. With this high inflation and the cost of living being so high, it's tough, right?
Florida Republican activist and delegate Sue Snowden says she has witnessed this trend of youth voters turning to the Republican Party for its economic policy.
I think they're waking up, they're more aware, and when they hear the speakers and they hear issues that will affect them like jobs, salaries, being able to pay for rent, food, I think they then see, well, maybe I'm a Republican.
Congresswoman Kat Cammack says that the younger leaders in the Republican Party help youth voters feel represented.
For starters, we just nominated the youngest vice presidential candidate in my lifetime, J.D. Vance. He's 39 years old. As a millennial, I love seeing that young energy on the ticket. So that's one of the biggest things right now that we have put our foot down on, that we are very serious about representing millennials, Gen Zs, and what's to come.
Florida GOP Chairman Evan Powers says this extends beyond just representation of youth, but also encouraging them to get involved.
Well, I think a pick like J.D. Vance kind of changes the mark. It says you can rise up and get into power at a young age, and I think that encourages young people. And we share their values. And if you look at the Democrats now, they've become the party of elites. We've become the party of the working class. And I think that will just win more and more voters like we're getting in Florida every day.
Back in 2020, the youth voter margin was a much different story, with 59% voting for Biden and only 35% voting for former President Trump. Now, we'll keep watching this trend and also the latest here at the RNC, and we'll bring that to you tomorrow. Live in Milwaukee, Kirsten Maselka, WUFT News.